cities and inter-cities. And also the idea of linking up all the important ecological sensitive areas so that we can as a whole, enhance or protect the integrity of the ecosystem in the Pearl River Delta region. And that is the Bay Area study that has caused some concern in the region in the recent months. The objective is for us to take livability as the theme to see what the cities can cooperate together to do something to enhance the livability of the whole region, not only individual cities. And we believe we can only achieve this aim with some concerted efforts. And the consultant recommends some actions, some planning actions about the development of the green network, the blue network that's on land, and conserve the important land areas and connect them together. And the blue network conserve the water body, the coastline, the rivers, the riverside areas. The promotion of green transport, a rail-based transport system, promote sense of place when we plan and develop some place that we need to have a character for this place. Don't let every city, every town just looks the same. The promotion of low carbon communities, conservation of the cultural villages, and strike a balance between cultural tourism and the conservation of the local characteristics of these places, convenient boundary crossing, because we believe the pedestrian volume between the border will be increasing, environmental protection, particularly on air and water conservation, because we fully believe that we have to have concerted effort. And the next step is that we will listen to views from the community, and we'll refine the so-called planning actions, and the report will again be published for further discussion of the community. There are some more informational slides, but I believe because of in the interest of time, perhaps I can speak on this later if any of you will have interest on this. So may I hand the time to you?
You want to explain? I mean,
okay.
Take your time.
I'll take my time. All right.
We're here to hear from you, sir.
Yeah. There are. Okay. Well, there are several important railway projects going on. Indeed, the whole Pearl River Delta has a very comprehensive, well-based development project. Not only the express railway project, it also a lot of intercity passenger lines, intra-city metro lines, and what our concern is that we need to know their plan and make sure our plan can match them well. If there's any problem, then we can discuss with them. That is the original Guangdong-Shenzhen railway, and in fact, if you are familiar with that, in the Guangdong side, in fact, there are two lines running in parallel. The conventional Kowloon-Canton Railway, and by the side of it, there's already a passenger line linking up Shenzhen and Guangdong. Almost they have express trains almost at the peak hour, four trains per hour. And we are doing the Hong Kong-Shenzhen express train, and that will link up with the whole express train system in the mainland. There has been a proposal of linking up the two airports, Shenzhen Airport and Hong Kong Airport, with a Western Express line, but that is only an idea that needs a lot of rigorous study. And the express road expressway system. Yeah. That is the current Guangzhou-Shenzhen Expressway developed by Gordon Wu in the first place, and they are now building another expressway along the coast, and that will link with the Shenzhen Bay crossing. And with the completion of this section, we believe the Shenzhen Bay boundary crossing plan will be, the utilization rate will increase very rapidly. And again, here is the Hong Kong-Zhuhai Macau Bridge. So with all this link, that looks alphabet A, linking up Hong Kong, Shenzhen, Hangzhou, Zhongshan, Zhuhai, and Macau, and that will also open up provide us with a more convenient connection between Hong Kong and the west coast of the River Delta. There are some regional cooperation project. The latest one is the Lantang Xiangyang boundary control point at the eastern part of Hong Kong and Shenzhen. In the master plan of Shenzhen, they have a policy in the planning of the cross-boundary traffic. What they want to do is, if traffic goes in the western direction into Shenzhen, and if the destination is go to Hong Kong, and they would like them to adopt the west in, west out approach. Same for the for traffic, cross-boundary traffic in the east. And without this, the cross-boundary traffic will tend to get into the central part of Shenzhen city and then cross the Wanggang and Lok Ma Chau across a boundary control point, and that create a lot of traffic problem for the central part of Shenzhen, and therefore they, in their master plan, they have made up this sort of strategy. And we of course we want to cooperate. There are good reasons for us to cooperate, because many of these vehicles causing problem to Shenzhen is indeed Hong Kong vehicles, Hong Kong container trucks, and therefore we built the Shenzhen Bay crossing, and later on, and we allow complete the planning of this new boundary control point, and we hand over the project to the works department of both sides. The cooperation will be that we would like to have the most convenient sort of crossing. You know, when people get down from vehicle and then get across the immigration, walk a distance, and then go to the mainland immigration and cross the boundary, get into Shenzhen. And so we are doing a joint design competition for the passenger handling building, which span from Hong Kong across the Shenzhen River to the Shenzhen side. And we, and according to our schedule, this boundary control point will be in operation in the year 2018. The Lok Ma Chau Loop, this piece of land has a very unique history. The old Shenzhen River runs like that. So before we restricted or we trained the river, this piece of land is indeed within the administrative boundary of Shenzhen City. And with the training of the Shenzhen River, and according to the State Council order defining the boundary of the administrative boundary of Hong Kong SAR, then it says the administrative boundary between Hong Kong and Shenzhen will follow the middle line of the trained Shenzhen River. So this piece of land now fall within the administrative boundary of Hong Kong. And with this, so all the Hong Kong law, Hong Kong system will apply to this piece of land. And both sides the community of both sides would like to, has a lot of suggestion on how to use of this land. And the government of both sides conducted a public opinion collection exercise in 2008. And based on the collection, public views collected, both governments decided that the future land use of this piece of land will be for higher education and the predominant land use, complemented with R&D and creative industry. This piece of land is quite sizable in Hong Kong standard. It is 87 hectares, but for the mainland planners, they always say that that is a small place. How big is 87 hectares? That is double the size of the West Kowloon Cultural District, 4 times the size of the Victoria Park. So for us, that is a big piece of land. Oh, it doesn't work. Some concluding remark. Very simple. We firmly believe we need to work together with our labor. And in another forum, there are people ask me, what do you think? What do I think? The biggest benefit to Hong Kong if we can that the Bay Area can give us. My answer, my instinct is that we will be able to have better labors. Better labors. Thank you very much.